Hello everyone, Firefox here. Now as the title shows, we're going to be taking a look at a few plot holes in the Naruto series that really just pisses me off. Now before you guys crucify me for this, I know I may make jokes about Naruto a lot, but it's still one of my favorite anime series, and I get how influential it is. It's just the fact that there's just too many things in that series that just ended up being inconsistent, especially towards the later half of the series. We're looking at you, Shippuden. So with that being stated, let's go ahead and start. Now the very first issue I have is something that can be found in more than just Naruto. A lot of action animes typically has that one character that's just as dumb as the one I'm about to bring up now. And though I love this guy, KAKUZU'S issue was the simple fact that his love for money was too much and made no sense in my opinion. Before he joined the Akatsuki, he was just going around killing people for the sake of bounty. And in the Naruto series, I mean, these are people who are on god status when it comes to their abilities. Why fight chumps for the sake of bounty change when you could literally just rule the world with your power alone? You could go to the people who actually have the money, kill them, take their money, but no, instead he fights for chumps for a few coins. And the only reason why he joined the Akatsuki in the first place is because he was going to make more money in the Akatsuki. No, that's a problem. KAKUZU is dumb for that, and that's my first inconsistency or plot hole that I see in Naruto. The next issue I had with the Naruto series would be the first time the Infinite TSUKYOMI was used by Kaguya. Now, the reason why this didn't make no sense, and to me it's just a huge plot hole, is because earlier on in the series, it was explained that genjutsu only works by affecting the chakra flow in a person's cerebral cortex. Now, when Kaguya used the Infinite TSUKYOMI, which is one of the greatest genjutsu of all time, she was the only person on Earth who actually had chakra. No one else had chakra because she was the only one who ate from the life tree, the chakra tree. This pretty much just totally flipped the whole idea of an entire jutsu base for the series. That is something that's just can't be redone. It wasn't a retcon. I think Kishimoto literally just forgot. But to me, I didn't, and that pisses me off. You know what else doesn't make sense and funny enough is in Shippuden instead of the original Naruto? Would be the fact that when the 4th Hokage was resurrected, he could use Sage Mode. We all know how strong Sage Mode is. We've seen the fight between Naruto and Pain, and the gap was closed. Now, if this man could use Sage Mode, there was no excuse as to why he couldn't just have stopped Obito when he first invaded the Leaf Village. Now, some of you guys might say like, the 4th Hokage said he's not good with Sage Jutsu. We know what a imperfect Sage Jutsu looks like. We had Jiraiya as that example. When the 4th Hokage used Sage Jutsu when he was resurrected, it was a perfected Sage Mode. There was no excuse. This was just these issues, bro. Alright, another issue that just didn't make any sense in the Naruto series would have been the whole Shinigami release mask ordeal. Now, everybody already knows, towards the end of the fight that Orochimaru had with the 3rd Hokage used the Reaper Death Seal on him and stripped the life or the chakra flow from Orochimaru's arms, leaving it useless. Now, what makes this such an issue is simply because Orochimaru had knowledge of the Shinigami release seal, which pretty much releases anything that's been sealed in there, meaning the 1st Hokage, the 2nd Hokage, and his arms. Now, instead of having the sound 4 go after the mask instead of going after Sasuke so he can have his arms back. He waited all the way until Shippuden and suffering with bootleg arms to use the mask to get the first and the second Hokage, like years after. That to me made no sense at all, and it was just a complete waste of time. Alright, I'm sorry, but I'm not done with KAKUZU. You're not getting left off the hook on this one. Another issue I had with this guy during the series would be the fact that he is, besides Madara, he's the only known person to have fought the first Hokage and live. So you know his jutsu, his strength, his power is just on a whole nother level. Yet he loses to a scrub version of Naruto compared to what we got in the series, and a 2-use only Kamui Kakashi. Like, that is probably one of the most disappointing and lackluster things I've ever heard or seen within the series, and I personally don't think there's an excuse as to how he lost besides for the sake of the plot. KAKUZU'S not the only thing that's gonna be on this video twice. The Infinite Tsukuyomi plan part 2 was a complete fail as well, in my opinion. Now, the thing about this plan was Obito and Madara thought, hey, because my life is so shitty, I'm gonna make it so that everyone in the world can live in a dream world to the point where their lives will be a-okay, so they won't have to suffer anymore. But in reality, it places them in an illusion state for the rest of their lives, and they're stuck to a tree. So they're just living an illusion until they die, and when they die, there's going to be no more humans left because there's nothing to reproduce. Everybody's just living within that tree. This plan made no sense. If your life sucks, then that's your life. But to put the whole world into that and thinking that's what peace is, I don't even think this was even thought through. I don't know if it's Madara's fault, Obito's fault, or just Kishimoto's fault, but that made no sense. Alright, and lastly, the most annoying plot hole in the entirety of the Naruto series for me would be the fact that Obito survived that smashing boulder incident. I mean, his entire half of his body was smashed. There's no surviving that. I mean, that's his brain, his heart, like a piece of his heart, his lungs, his arms, his legs, everything. Even Madara didn't even understand how he survived it, and they tried to inference, oh, well, it's as if he slipped through the rock, and to inference his Sharingan ability. However, that ability wasn't even awakened yet until Kakashi killed Rin. And then on top of that, the limit for that is only 5 minutes, though there was no way in hell he was going to survive that. It was just poor writing or Obito bullcrap. At the end of the day, that was probably the most annoying and irritating thing in the Naruto series for me, period. So that just about wraps up the video. Sorry for all the yelling and complaining, but I had to get that off my chest. Again, Naruto is a wonderful series and it's still one of my favorites, but there's just a lot of issues that I just have to bring out to you guys. If you liked the video, please show your support by sharing, and subscribing. Hopefully I'll have some more content coming out from you guys soon. I appreciate all the support that I've gotten thus far. And with that being stated, Firefox out.